Alright, people, so listen, Lady Saw has spoken. Finally. Remember, Lady Saw, Minister Marianne Hall, recently put up that she was leaving the ministry and she was leaving her calling and may God forgive her and all this stuff. Some people were saying she weak out and she in need of money and she's running back to dancehall. She herself said, yes, I'm coming back to dancehall. So I don't know if Lady Saw is having a bipolar moment or what, but we're going to get into this. So hit that subscribe button for me, please. And let's get on with the show and the talk. All right. So according to the Jamaica Observer, a full article here, Lady Saw has broken her silence. She has broken her silence and now she's speaking and she is addressing the house up for sale, the dog biting. She's also addressing everything else. Why she wrote that note that said that stuff about God forgive me, and we're going to go through all that right now. So it says that embattled entertainer Minister Marianne Hall, formerly known as Lady Saw, says that now she's saying that she is not abandoning her ministry, but she is transferring it from platform Facebook and Instagram over to YouTube. So that's all she's doing. She said this, quote unquote, I would never turn my back on God. I would never walk away from my calling so that the devil can rejoice. I'm just stepping away from Facebook and Instagram because they're just polluted with the devil's activity. Minister Marianne Hall told the Jamaica Observer in an exclusive interview over the weekend. Honestly, before I even go any further, let me say this. If you think Facebook and Instagram is the devil's playground, but you are now monetized on YouTube, then you just jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire. Let's put it that way, okay? It is all the same thing, my friend. And I think she should know that. This is why I'm saying another confusing message from Lady Saw. Another confusing message. I'm concerned. Now, it goes on to say, she said this again. She said in the article, I have monetized my YouTube page and that's where I'm going to be. According to the former top-tier dancehall DJ turned gospel artist, the comments on Facebook and Instagram are oftentimes distracting and at times it's toxic. And the same thing on YouTube, mama. You just have to not pay attention to a lot of these comments and just go on and do your thing. Right? I believe that those two platforms, she says, where the devil is where the devil resides. I will only accept prayers from people who love the Lord and know this is God's doing, she said. Now last Tuesday, walk with we now. Last Tuesday, Minister Marianne Hall sent social media into a frenzy when she announced on Instagram that she would be discontinuing her online ministry. Quote unquote, it said, to all Christians and non-Christians who's been coming up against me and my ministry, congratulations on your mission to take me down. You've successfully done so. So how come she saying something totally different now? It now make no sense. She went on to say in that same piece, I've decided to walk away from my calling and will no longer be doing any preaching on any social media platform. So how come she left Facebook and Instagram and gone to YouTube? It's another social media. I don't know. Something wrong about this. Something are going that it's not meeting the eye. Is Lady Saw going through some kind of midlife crisis or some early onset of dementia or something? Because me just now get it. Clearly she's saying here to the Observer in the same article, I would never turn my back on God. And I would never walk away from my calling so that the devil can rejoice. But just like 2 weeks or a week and a half ago, She was the same one that said to all Christians and non-Christian who's been coming up against me and my ministry, congratulations on your mission to take me down. You've successfully done so. I've decided to walk away from my calling and will no longer be doing any preaching on any social media platform. So this now add up. She said at the end of that, remember, may the Lord forgive me. Lady Saw, who recently has been dressing with more flair since her 2015 conversion to Christianity. I don't know why they put that in there. I guess everybody was saying, oh, Lady Saw, you look all up and cold up, man. Come on now, you can still look beautiful and sexy and well put together and get your hair slayed and your makeup done and all these things because you're gone at church. No means say, you know, if you just left your hair unkept and just be dry and so, you can still sexy up the thing. So she was caught between that. And then when she dressed like a niceness for go out her door, people have said, Jesus Christ, look for Marian Hall minister with our cleavage or show and all these things is not right. And again, we say, Lady Saw need to stop pay attention to these comments because it seems like she's feeding too much into the negative comments only and she'll make them rule her. Anyways, her post now come roughly 2 weeks after a virtual war of words among Minister Hall and others in the dancehall sphere, the women in the dancehall space like Spice, Shensia, Aishana, Jada Kingdom, those women, following the former dancehall artist's claim that the females were in a race to hell. Remember, you know, Lady Saw first come call out the woman them. None of them wasn't calling her name. Everybody out here doing her thing. She Shensia there, a date are there with somebody man over there. So see Lady Saw, see Spice over here. So I do fair thing, and you know all of them are doing their thing. They weren't paying attention to Lady Saw, but Lady Saw called them out. Now, in her sermon on that Sunday on social media, Lady Saw said that, I keep saying Lady Hall. I want to say Lady Saw, but when she's preaching, she's Minister Marian Hall. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but if I interchange it, then I hope that you, the listener, understands. All right. In her ceremony on Sunday on social media, she said that she was recruiting females of dance hall for Christ, irrespective of the fight that she was getting. They don't have to strip themselves down. They don't have to do this. I never go through all of this. They're going too far, she told the Observer. And of course, a lot of people been saying, listen up, if you leave the church, if you leave the dance hall completely. Don't come over here, come talk about you try win dance hall entertainers for Christ. You can go out there and win a whole lot of other souls for Christ. Just like Spice said, actually. Spice said, if you call yourself a minister and you're Minister Marian Hall and this is your calling, don't worry about us. Because you know we not go with you. We think good right now, the thing up right now. And just like how you get rich out of it and gone about your business, your finances are settled. As the same way we want to get rich out of it and set a thing for ourselves first until we feel like, say, yeah, it's time to go our next way. So don't bother come over here, so. Walk road and talk to people and save souls. Because you said that is your calling, right? Anyhow, Minister Hall also used the opportunity to set the record straight about the media report that her house would be sold for no less than $60 million to recover $3 million in damages for a 68-year-old woman who was bitten by dogs in September of 2020. That report right there is confusing because we heard that in 2009 is when the biting took place. And in 2015, they did a reassessment of the case. Lady Saw never paid the money, the judgment that she was ordered to pay, the $3 million. And then come down to 2020 now, other things happened within the case. Well, anyhow, Lady Saw addressed the whole matter. And she said, quote unquote again. Firstly, I was in the United States for 6 months when the incident, which is the dog biting incident, took place. That means she never did that. And I did not hire that lady, said the Grammy winning entertainer. She said, I know she hired the woman. So she never tell her if to come to her property or nothing. All she heard was a woman up on the property get bite up by dogs. She was away for half of a year, and that was her excuse for that. I can tell you this, ladies, a whole heap of people out here say, come on, man, pay the woman the money, man. The lady mash up, the lady can't hold down a job for sustain herself, and at the age of 68, almost 70 years old, is a senior citizen this, right? So you give her the money. Where is the Christian in you? Abide by the judgment made by the court and pay up the little bit of money give the woman. Is a lot of money to her. Make sure go get some physiotherapy for her hand them, and make sure go, sort out her finances and get herself on a level. Because whether you were there or not, those are your dogs, and that was your property. And whoever you left in charge of it might have been negligent, but because of your dog and of your property, you should pay. Please tell me what you think about that. Should she pay or no? She said also, and I've told my audience this, but listen, quote unquote, she said, I have been trying to sell that house for some time, for years, actually. It was previously listed by the realtors for $75 million. I well want it sold. You think I'm going to have a problem over a house? I said, sell it. She added. Now, people, honestly, right there so is where me draw the line again. She said she's been wanting to sell that house. And I told my audience, I said, while we're looking at this, we can look at it from many different angles. Lady Saw might have that cash on hand, but she don't want to pay out of the cash on hand. Right now, she's trying to kill two birds with one stone. Take care of that judgment for $3 million and sell that house at the same time. Maybe it's a property that she no longer wants. And it's not necessarily say, oh, it's her main house or it's her place of living and they're going to swoop it out from under her and sell it away, right? This is a property that she probably doesn't live at. She has no dealings with really as far as wanting to keep it. So she had tried sell the property and slide off a little $3 million to the lady and call it a day, right? And that's exactly what she said in this article. I have been trying to sell that house for quite some time now, for years. It was previously listed by the realtors for $75 million. I want it sold. To this date, they've said that nobody has come forward trying to buy that house. And it's not that them not have the 75 million. I don't know how the house stay or the location or the condition of, but they haven't had anybody come forward to buy it, right? Hailing from Galena, St. Mary. Now I remember somebody calling on SouFLoTV and said, SouFLo, I know her, from she a little girl, she used to sit under one mango tree outside of a recording studio there with her book and her pen and pencil, and she used to write. All she do is write and nod her head from little girl. All that told me is that she already knew what her calling was, which was dancehall music from she was a little girl. Or the woman said she knows her because of Galena she come from, right? In a St. Mary. And a lot of people were saying, that's a lie. Lady Saw come from town. She don't come from St. Mary. And the lady said on SouFLoTV Live, y'all can shut up because you don't know what I know. Around the time I grew up, I know her father, I know her family members. I've known her since she was very young. And see it here, printed in the paper today. She hails from Galena in St. Mary. Anyhow, Minister Hall single-handedly came, saw, and conquered the dancehall game before leaving it all behind and walking away to go and enter the church. As we all know, She was in dancehall for over 25 years. That's a quarter century, you know, man. She's the first female DJ to be certified as a triple platinum artist and to win a Grammy Award. Her Grammy Award was awarded in 2004 and it was not in the reggae category. I want people to get that right. It was not in the reggae category. Coffee was the first female to win a Grammy in the reggae category, right? Lady Saw's Grammy was won for a song that she did called Underneath It All remix with American rock ska band No Doubt. Isn't No Doubt the same one that won with Bounty Killer as well? Alright. We're gonna left it right there, so the whole conversation we had is Lady Saw broke. Is she coming back to dancehall so she can get money for pay off her bills? Cause the bills are pile up on her or whatever. I still stand by what I said. I see no sense in selling a $60 million house to pay off a $3 million judgment. However, she's clearly said she's been trying to get rid of this house. She wants it sold. Alright? And that was the original plan. Only part now that is very confusing to me is how she put out that she's decided to walk away and may God forgive her. And now she's back out here saying, I would never turn my back on God and I would never walk away from my calling so the devil can rejoice. Me no know. Talk up to me, people, in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Was this Lady Saw pulling some publicity stunt to get attention over to her YouTube channel, because she now has a YouTube channel and it's monetized, and this is a business venture for her, of course. So was that a pull to try to get people to our YouTube channel, some publicity stunt? And if it is, then I don't know what to say. I'll catch you on the next video and I'll see you in the comment section below. Talk your mind. I'm out. Peace.